Bam Margera is in, and we've been saying this, and there's been plenty of evidence that he is in a desperate situation, but now it is directly affecting his estranged wife and his young son, his 5-year-old son. We told you that he was arrested in Burbank, California earlier this week when they were inside this restaurant, and Bam, what we saw when he got arrested was just him going in and out. We now have video from inside that restaurant, so you're gonna see and hear what was going on and the tirade that he launched into at his family before the police arrived.
That's wrong. It's wrong. Phoenix has his own mind. I want to see Daddy now. Well, Phoenix maybe should be fighting. No, but I want to see Daddy now. You're making up his own mind. Let him have his own mind. Let him have his own mind. I want to see Daddy now. No, Phoenix, you're going to be fighting. Why are you making me wait 5 days?
Well, obviously, what this has to do with is custody. That apparently his estranged wife does not want him to see their son under the condition he's in. Remember, he was arrested shortly after what you just saw for public intoxication. So this is really, really bad.
Well, what's interesting is we just got a statement from Nikki, and she told us that prior to this incident happening, Bam actually spent the day with their 5-year-old son, Phoenix, and the visitation went reasonably well. And she goes on to say that while it's scary for her, this incident was really scary for their son, Phoenix.
For sure.
And this is just the umpteenth time that Bam's take a step forward and 10 steps backwards.
That is the problem, folks. And, you know, addiction is not just, you know, in your mind, it is almost physiological. And the idea that, you know, somebody can't just say, okay, well, I'll just fix it. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but this is a really difficult thing to conquer, and he's got to want to do it. And even if he wants to do it, people backslide. But when we've watched this over, what, a couple of years, 3 years now, 4 years now, it does not end well when it escalates and escalates and escalates.
And you're right, the
like
addiction
this.
just has a hold on him. And I would imagine that, you know, let's hope at some point in the near future, you know, Bam does get help. And in his sobriety, if he were to see that video, he would be horrified at the way he was treating it, you know, yelling and
Can I tell you what's really interesting
son.
that you just reminded me of? When we started TMZ, it was shortly after we started it, was when this hamburger video came up with David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff, yes.
And I don't know if you remember it, and we're not going to show it. We've never shown that here. It just felt, that one felt wrong to me because, you know, this was a daughter who was taking video of her father when he backslid. And he was sitting on the ground eating this hamburger, and it was tragic. And she did it so she could show him, and it really made a difference
for him. Yeah.
And so that's kind of what you're saying, is
that if he
that
would
if
see
he
that,
looks
it would
at this,
but whatever it is, we hope that all of his fans are hoping that he can get the help that he needs. There are people who want to help him. He just has to get on board.
Hi, this is Uni from Los Angeles, and I wanted to say regarding Bam, addiction is a disease of your soul. And so it's so hard to, like, not just fix, but I do think, like, watching that video, his behavior is going to leave a permanent imprint on his son
100%,
forever.
100%.
And, like, maybe at this point, he does need to go to jail and dry out. It breaks my heart for his son. And as a fan of, like, you know, Jackass and Bam, I would like to see him get better. Also, I deal with mental health too, so I want to see, like, the best for Bam.
Yeah.
It would be the best for all of us.
It's just tragic. And, you know, it's tragic, and there don't seem to be any immediate solutions. But you are so right. This has got to have this lifelong impact on his kid.
Yes.